than that. Well, welcome to our meeting on today, January 22nd. We are about to get started. We are going to talk about our mission, our belief, and our vision. Our mission is to provide agents with a place where they will be empowered, trained, and motivated to experience growth, wealth, and a legacy that allows them to live their best life possible. Our belief is when the values of your company align with your own beliefs, you know you found the professional home. And then our vision is to achieve amazing professional and personal development so that KW South Bay remains what?
The agency of joy.
All right. Y'all make some noise. And y'all know I'm a preacher, so I get excited when folks respond back. So, you guys respond back, okay? Well, you guys get to enjoy this good, healthy food, right? Well, let's give thanks to Miss Carrie Henry for joining the panel. Come on, Miss Henry.
All right. Good morning, KW South Bay.
Good morning.
How's everyone today? I feel a lot of energy in here, so that's exciting. Off to a great 2025. I don't know about the rest of you, but I thought the last couple of weeks were just going to be kind of relaxing. I just hang out at home a little bit and get myself squared away for the year, get my calendar full. Well, that hasn't happened. It's been crazy busy, and I'm sure all of you feel the same way. But again, Carrie Henry, Fidelity National Home Warranty. I want to talk about two things today, and I will be brief. I wanted to remind you all that we talk about home warranty a lot, correct? But I just wanted to also remind you all that we do Disclosure Source NHD. And with everything going on right now, the company you choose to order your NHD with is more important than ever. And just remember, Fidelity National Financial, we are backed by a Fortune 300 company. It's a Fortune 300 company. And that's the kind of company you want to have behind you when you're ordering your NHD. It's more important than ever. Our maps are the most comprehensive and up to date. They're colorful and easy to read. And then you have both me and Susie to guide you through any questions you might have. And we have amazing people internally in corporate that is right here in Northern California that are available to answer questions. So it's on the drop-down menu on your RPA Fidelity, Disclosure Source NHD. Okay, so please consider utilizing us. I'd love that opportunity to work with you with that capacity. I was talking with Chris So today. She's a TC, as most of you probably work with Chris. She's amazing. We were talking, we see a lot of home warranties come in with not enough money allotted to get your clients the best home warranty. So I just wanted to go over with pricing with you very quickly. Can someone raise their hand and tell me how much you usually put on? Do you have a number that you usually put on your RPA for the home warranty for your buyers?
Or a single family home?
Sure. Yes.
600.
Okay. Okay.
800.
Thank you. So the most comprehensive plan that we have is our Crest 13-month. Anybody can utilize this. The clients love that extra month. The most comprehensive plan is $855. So just try to keep that $900 allotment for your clients in the back of your mind. So when you're writing your RPA, you can put Fidelity National Home Warranty, Crest, Carrie Henry or Susie Pelshaw, and then not to exceed, let's say, $900 or $1,000. Sellers rarely, hardly ever see sellers try to negotiate that. They usually take it for what it is, and then your clients will be happier because they have a great warranty with the most comprehensive amount of things that they can enjoy to save them a lot of money, which is the most important thing. That keeps what's important to you is it keeps your clients happy, and that's repeat business. So that's why you want to utilize that. And I think that's it. Does anybody have any questions? So we're Disclosure Source NHD and Fidelity National Home Warranty. You want to use the Crest 13-month. and put at least $900 allotment. That's true. And if you have any questions, please have me on your phone. I do answer my phone. I will answer any questions if you just say, hey, Carrie, this is what's going on with my escrow or my offer, and I can walk you through that. And if you ever need us to talk to your clients and give them information on what a home warranty is, how it works and what to expect, please utilize us for that because we'd love to do that. Makes them so much happier because they know what to expect. Okay? Yes.
$900, what is the maximum sales price it covers? With $900, anything?
Yes.
5 million, you still,
Yes. We
So-
have for homes over 10,000 square feet, the pricing goes up. But we don't see that hardly ever.
per square footage, not price. I see.
No, and it doesn't matter if it's an older home, if the systems and appliances are old, we don't care about that. They just have to be working and in good working order, has to break down to normal wear and tear, and cannot be missing any parts for the home warranty for us to service that.
So then what is the square footage maximum that it covers that $900 before it moves to the higher price?
It doesn't, well, it's 10,000 square feet, up to 10,000 square feet, within the foundation of the home.
I guess my house is like that.
Yes. Fancy girl. That's extra, yes. It's 190 for full spa, yes. There's a lot of extras on this page. I will be here to answer any more questions. I'll stay through lunch, and so if anybody would like to talk or has any questions one-on-one, I'll be here for you. So thank you so much. I don't want to take too much longer.
Thank you. Come on, let's get Carrie in here. Listen, we put together a video before we went into our team meeting. So Natalie, can we go ahead and start the video?
I was supposed to be in a really important board meeting in a whole different city, and you told me you have no other options, you have to be here to pick up your cake. So thank you to the amazing Southbridge staff for forcing me to be here. But I wouldn't rather be in any other place unless with you guys, the Southbridge family. So thank you for celebrating me. No, I'm not in my 20s or 30s. About to be 46 and going strong.
All right. All right. One more time. It is always a blessing to have another trip around the sun. And be able to be in the right mind. So it's a good time. Next slide up, Natalie. Okay, we have another presenter, two presenters that are coming, and we're gonna preface this, listen. We're having KB Homes, they're going to come and introduce themselves. I'm telling you, if you need new build, go to KB. I closed 2 deals last year with KB, and it's amazing that you can hand it over to them and they take care of everything and they still pay your commission. So
All
let
right.
them
All right.
go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hi.
Hi.
Good morning. I've been to this office before and you guys have the best agents. The best.
Say it again, say it louder.
The best agents. You go to a lot of offices and you guys, your energy is great and I can see why you sell so many homes. Benny's amazing. We've been to multiple offices that he has, and Frederick, we just met, who's amazing, who has worked with us as well. Amazing is my word, so sorry if I say it. People say too many amazings, but my name is Danielle Walker and this is my partner, Jean Cheddar.
Yes.
And she says I'm the social one, but she's just an undercover social person. But we work for KB Home. We both have been in the business with new homes for over 25 years with different builders over time. So we love our resale agents. We will take care of you guys. You don't have to worry about that company that starts with an L that won't take care of you because we will. We have a brand new community called Willow in Carson. No, and we came to you guys before we even opened, because we want you to get your ducks in a row, get your clients ready. We don't open until February the 1st. So we wanted to come to you first so you can get everything going. We can do a preview, like a VIP tour with your clients. This weekend, we have a couple of appointments left. So if you have someone who's pre-qualified and you want to get them in prior to the opening, we're happy to schedule that with you. Okay? So as we go, we'll go through it quickly. Frederick, looks like you have 5 minutes.
Okay, next,
So-
definitely.
So just to talk about, Jean, do you want to start? You can talk about
Yes,
the
okay,
community and
great.
neighborhood.
Yeah, so we're in Carson. And we have, we're a have association in our community, our amenities, we have a tot lot for, the kids. And then we also have a barbecue area with, picnic tables. So, our HOA is at, 272, for the amenities. To be person, you can go to the next one.
Next slide,
Yes, please.
next slide.
This is our community. So our models are here. We are on 220th Street. The entrance is here, our first phase 1, phase 2 is here. And then we'll have 6 phases. We'll keep going down. So we have 35 homes total. We're releasing phases 1 and 2 this week. And then phase 3 on February 1st. So we expect to go pretty quick.
Okay, next slide.
Yes, please. So floor plans, we have 3 floor plans to choose from. In 1844 is our 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath and a loft. Our homes are single detached, they're condominiums. They do have a yard area space. So you're roughly around 10 feet generally. You know, they're not big, but you're gonna have patio homes or individual, nice and private. So 3 exterior elevations on each plan. So that's 1844 is our plan 1.
Next,
And next one, yes, the floor plan itself, so it kind of gives you an overview, but you can go onto the website and take a look as well, if you like detailed information. We also have QR codes on this, so you can pull up. And you can
Next
go to the
one.
next slide,
Yes.
yes. I know, I'm gonna go fast for you guys. This only shows 2 elevations, but we do have another one. So this is our second plan, which is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2.5, 3-bath, and it's a loft. It's 2,014 square feet. And then, okay, we
Next.
have next one, please. Sorry,
Next.
I know, going fast. Floor plan again. And then our third plan, it's 2,092 square feet. Again, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths and a loft. So they're really well laid out, and they have their yard space. We have additional parking in the community as well. It is a cute little area where it's enclosed, surrounded by residential. So it's a very nice community. Okay.
But
And what are
let me
the-
just add one thing. I'm sorry. What's really nice about these floor plans is one of our the smallest one is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. But the other 2 plans, 2014 and 2092, all have bedrooms on the first level. So for your multi-generational family, living with them, a child that's moved home, adult child that's moved home, it's a really good fit. Also, you have a loft on the second level. So you have that additional living space in addition to the great room on the first level. So the way we've laid these out, we just sold Burn and it was a hit. People love the design, floor plan design.
So this just shows you the amenities, so the tot lot and then the barbecue area. Next slide.
next.
And then, so do you want me to go over that? Okay,
Yeah.
designing your home. So we have 2 different choices. Basically, our phases 1 and 2 are already going to be pre-selected with the options. And we do have options upgrades available in what we call a build to order home. So if it's a home in our phase 3 or 4, your clients can personalize the home with different features. They are upgraded, nicely appointed as they are standard, but we do give that option in case they want to upgrade to something additional to what we have. As far as, so these are our standard features. They're all very nice, quartz counters, white cabinetry, yeah, different features. So this is our design center to where they can go to the design center and choose something if they want to upgrade on something that's built to order.
Do you provide loan incentives?
We give an incentive with our lender. So if they do financing with us, we do give a $10,000 credit towards closing costs or interest rate buy down. So
Option wise starting at.
Price wise, yes, that's most important, right?
Yeah.
We were gonna get slide. We're starting at 925, I believe it is. Okay. Yeah.
In the nines, like where can you
Yes.
buy something in Carson in the low nines?
That's
Our
correct.
3 bedrooms in the low nines. So we hit on the biggest one, just over 1 million. You're looking at about 1,030,000, but these are prices with the finishes that have already been upgraded. So the third phase, which we have not started, that's just dirt, where they would choose their finishes, those are gonna be lower. We're looking at probably 920, 940, 960. So very, very reasonable in terms of price. I don't know what it'll be in the port, you know, because we have a lot of interest. So we don't know as we go the prices. That's why we're coming to you now, so you can get your buyers in it early. It's always better.
So let's do the elephant in the room. I know you all pay agents commission.
We
so
do.
What is your, and the process?
Yes.
Because normally we have to bring the buyers there, but what is your process in regards to agents bringing their clients
Yes.
and?
That's an excellent question. So if the next, I think there's another slide that talks about pricing.
Next slide.
And yes, please. This is all KBHS or for lenders. So to answer your question, we do pay a 2% agent broker commission. And we talked about it before. We know that sometimes you guys are super busy. You're on an open house, your client's like, I really, really want to see this. Call us. Just call, hey, Danielle, hey, Jean, I'm on an open house. I can't make it today. Don't tell anybody we told you this, but we're telling you, just call it. Because that's not, you know, we want to work with you. We know you guys work really hard, and to have your client come, they can't wait, and you're busy and you miss out on your 2%, that sucks. That's not cool, right? So we really want to work with you, especially many offices, like call us, let us know, send us an email. I can't make it, but I'd like to register my client. And then we'll work with you. Okay.
Client that show up and you didn't know that he show up and he tells you after the fact.
That's tough. And I always tell my agents, she's asking basically, what if your client comes, you don't know they're coming, and we register them? It's a tougher thing when we actually have them sign a reg card. They should say, I have an agent. And if that's the case, I go, well, write the agent's number down, name, I'll call you. Hey, your client came today. You know what I mean? But if they are gonna write a contract tomorrow and then you go, oh, that's my client, then that's a bigger process. We would have to go to our VP of sales and.
And then it's
They-
also a relationship, because I had that happen to me.
Mhm.
Buyer actually went on a Sunday,
Mhm.
picked the house that they wanted, and they were about to sign, and he actually told them, I'm not signing this unless my agent represents me.
Mhm. And that
And so-
happens. So we'll work through that. I mean, those are situations we don't get super often, but like I said, our goal is for us to work together. We always say this is the easiest sale you'll ever make. Literally, if I'm you guys, I'm shuffling people into these new home offices because I know for everyone, I'm getting 2%. And we're gonna do all the work, you guys. We're gonna keep you involved. You're gonna know every single step. We work with you as a team with you, but we really do everything for you. We try so hard to help you in that regard because we know, like I said, how hard you work.
And we do all the paperwork. You don't need CAR. You don't need to offer forms or anything. So we just come in, we have a price, you just have buyers, we write the contract, we do all the paperwork. We do a DocuSign, it's super easy. Yeah, deposits can be done, wire, most of the time, we like to be able to pay a check, that's fine, but we do wires as well.
And it's a $25,000 earnest money deposit to reserve a
Unless it's-
home.
Unless it's VA, if it's a VA buyer, it is $2,500, which is a lot less. And on the VA buyers, we are giving we have a Heroes program that gives them 1% for the buyers.
Off the base price. So if they're a firefighter or a teacher, it unfortunately does not include nurses, but police officer, firefighter, or teacher. They would get 1% off the base price of the home, in addition to the, yes. Okay. Sorry, somebody had,
Yeah, your 4-bedroom ones?
yes,
Those starting in the low mills?
yes.
Okay.
Well, the biggest one, the 2092 will be around $1,030,000.
Plan 2 is a 4-bedroom.
Yeah,
And the 4-bedroom, that the one that has a loft, can it?
they all have lofts.
They all have lofts.
Mhm.
Can that loft be turned into a 5th bedroom? Clients are looking for a 5-bedroom.
They can do it. We don't have that option.
Yeah.
If that's a custom feature, which probably, I don't think they would actually do, but it's very easy to do.
Yeah.
Because of the way the loft's situated. In the
Mhm.
plan 2, the loft is where you just put a wall. It's super easy.
Yeah,
So outside
Or
contractor
doors.
would have to do that. you
Yeah,
guys would
correct.
do that. Okay.
After the close of escrow.
After COE, okay, good,
Yes.
thanks.
And there was a
Does it
question.
have a Back, small area.
It does. And our plan 3 has a really nice, typically with new homes, you just get like a pad or just a little piece. But our plan 3 has a nice size outdoor space.
Will there be a community pool?
No pool, we're trying to keep the HOA dues low, because everybody's like, we don't want to pay HOA dues. And by the way, no Melrose. No Melrose. Mhm.
So if somebody wanted to build a pool in the backyard, they wouldn't be able to do that.
Lucy, no, yeah.
Above ground, right?
For that.
Yes. So this, gives us our taxes and our,
And this, yeah, you guys can take a picture of this if you want, just so you know, this weekend, we're starting our VIP tour, so people will actually be able to purchase if they're pre-qualified this weekend. And then February 1st, we'll have a grand opening. You're all invited. We have flyers that we just passed out for the Hometown Hero and the grand opening as well. And then we'll be releasing phase 3, so bring your clients.
Yes.
And
Any-
then
Time, what is time, the office open, if we have an appointment?
it will be February 1st.
Or
It
Thursday?
before
What are
the
the hours of your office? What are your office?
Every day, 10 a.m. until 6 p.m., with the exception of Wednesdays, where we open from 3 until 6 p.m.
Yeah, it's best to come by 5 though, if you're going to come, or come a little earlier, because it gets dark and it's really, hard to show it.
Excuse me.
So it's open now, right?
Usually,
February
usually new homes, when you add solar or anything that comes with the property, it increases the price.
It's
So
correct.
how much are we adding for the
So-
finishing price would be around how much?
I want to say, you know what, since we're new, I want to say it's probably around 12 to 14,000 for the system. We're gonna have to double check. 14, I would say was the max.
14,000.
So yes, you can lease it though. We do have the lease that comes with the home. So we automatically put the panels. So that's roughly usually around 150 approximately, maybe less. Each community can vary because since we're just starting, we have to get those numbers for you. But generally, that's what it is. Lease or.
Thank you.
Yeah. thanks for bringing
Okay.
that up.
And take a picture of this. This is our information. So,
Our email address is-
yeah, you can reach out to us anytime. And we're happy to show you around.
Our cards, do you have your cards with you?
I do.
Okay, so we'll leave some cards here because the numbers on, I think on the flyers are gonna be our online sales counselor, but you
Yeah.
can call any
You
of
can
us.
book with her, too. You'll talk to Ashia if you call the 661 number on there, and she can make the appointment with us as well.
Well, let's give them a hand. You drop your buyers off there, they will take care of them and you can wait for your.
Yes, sir.
Guarantee.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, we are going, before broker metrics, we're gonna have Mr. Matt Gagnon come and Mr. X come
Mr. X.
and share some
75.
information. Come on, give me a hand. Wait.
Hi, everyone, so I'm Mr. X, aka Javier, and then you have Matt. So last week I was talking to Simon about some of the things that Matt and I are seeing in the field from, I guess, post fires and everything that's happening, and primarily with insurance, because insurance has been a really big problem on the west side, and now it's going to start trickling into the South Bay and things along those lines. So some of the big things that we're seeing, I'd say the biggest one was something that I saw with my own eyes yesterday, is a lot of those people are ready to buy. They got displaced, they're in rentals, and they do not want to rent. Some of them were in houses and then they got put into a small little apartment. Because the west side brokers are on Tuesdays, and every single person inside of there for the most part yesterday was a buyer, not an agent. Those houses were filled with buyers and they are ready to buy. On that note, when you have an open policy or an open claim, and you are buying a new house and trying to get a new insurance policy, that is pretty difficult to do. I've been on the phone with insurance companies basically Progressive for the most part. They seem to be the easiest to work with, easiest to get a hold of. What they basically told me in more or less words is because it is a disaster situation, they have more resources at their disposal. And they are going to call your current provider and they're going to work out a deal to get you a new policy if you are someone who was displaced. Outside of that, the only real insurance that people are getting at the moment is from the California Fair program or plan. And we do have referrals for people who can write that plan who are local, but that does take anywhere from 2 to 4 days to approve. So if you do have a buyer who needs insurance and they're having a little bit of a hard time, California Fair plan, really important. A lot of those fire zones are on the west side, Santa Monica, little tricky, Venice, little tricky. Down here, you're pretty much good, but over on the west side, you're gonna have a little bit of a hard time as you approach Santa Monica getting insurance with normal providers. The other big thing that's really come up out of the insurance situation in terms of people getting claims is a lot of people have their homes inside of a trust, but their trust was not listed inside of their insurance policy. So just for us to know as a general rule of thumb, if you guys do have clients who are looking at getting a trust or their home is inside of a trust, making sure you have a conversation with them, letting them know, hey, is your home listed inside of your insurance policy? Because that has made it significantly more difficult for some people to get claims who were displaced. So very, very important note. Another important note is the home is what is insured, not the land. So I was on a call with, or a Zoom that an insurance broker was having this last Sunday. And the claim is going to be paid out not on the total value of the property, but on the total value of the home in and of itself. So let's say the home is worth 3 million, the land's 1.5, the home's 1.5. Your claim is going to be paid on that 1.5 of what the actual structure of the home was built. On that note, I don't know if you guys heard about Mel Gibson's home burned down. He had a Monet inside of his house, right? That thing is worth a lot of money. And a lot of people had a lot of things that were very valuable to them inside of their house. And it's hard when you're going through this kind of loss to maybe look at those pictures and start documenting things. Really important if you guys are working with buyers who are still trying to get a claim, they start going through their phone, looking at pictures of their house and start documenting the items inside of their home and writing down an estimated value of what those items are going to, or what those items cost. They're not going to get paid out at full value, but they are going to get something for that value. I'd say the biggest thing is we are seeing a lot of those people who were displaced getting ready to buy, but we do need inventory because they are somewhat moving fast. One duplex on the west side had 150 people through on Saturday. She said about half of those were people from the Palisades. So a lot of buyer activity, and then Matt's going to talk a little bit about some Prop 19 stuff due to wildfire displacement.
Yeah, so along what Javi was just saying, if you have current clients, it would probably be a great letter, your past client list, right? Just to remind them to make a list of their inventory of what's in their home. Maybe they have nice watches, they have nice art. It's a great letter and it's certainly pertinent to now. So that'd be a good idea if you wanted to try that to your 50, 100, 500, whatever that is, it'd be a nice letter. Regarding Prop 19, it does have some caveats for disaster relief. So Governor Newsom declared a state of disaster. So for those who have lost their homes in fires or a state of disaster, you can transfer your low property tax base from that property to another one that you purchase. That is a qualifying event. So you could take your tax event, your property taxes to another property that you buy. That's all possible. And let me just run through, is everyone pretty familiar with Prop 19? I want me to give you the general overview. Want a general overview?
Yeah.
Okay. So the general overview is that passed in 2020. It took place in February of 2021. So it's been about 4 years almost that it's in play. And it allows you to, a senior 55 or older, to transfer their low property taxes from their home they've owned for 30 years. Let's say they bought it for $100,000 and now it's worth $1 million, to put simple numbers on it. So their low tax base of $100,000 even with the 2% a year is maybe $1,500, $1,800. Let's just make it $2,000 for easy on numbers. So they pay $2,000 a year in property taxes. They sell for $1 million. Rosie sells it. It's her listing, right? She sells that property. They can buy anything in the state of California. Any county counts now. Before it was only 10. Now it's every county participates, and they can move that $2,000 tax bill to any property. If they buy something under $1 million, then they just move $2,000. That's their tax bill. If they buy over $1 million, let's say they move to Sacramento and they buy a mansion and it's $1.5 million, right? So they get the first $1 million at $2,000. And then the 500 is the current market value. So basically 1.2% of 500, around $6,000, right? Approximately. So they would mix their 2,000 plus their 6,000, and their new bill would be 8,000 in my example. But if they didn't get that benefit and bought $1.5 million, their bill would be about 18,000. So they do get a benefit if they use it. So that's the basics of what you get from Prop 19. If you don't remember that, we have the forms available, which would be transferring it from a senior, which would be a form that has them assign the property they sold, deed number, property they buy, deed number, and they have up to 3 years to transfer that tax base. So 3 years, they could buy a property in Sacramento and some point in the sale, they sell theirs and then assign the paperwork and submit it. The only thing you need to know on the new home you buy, you have to pay the higher bill until they fix all the assignments. So for a period of time, you're paying a bigger bill and eventually you're gonna get a refund.
So
Yes.
until they sell the
We have,
property.
I agree with you, I just, you know.
They won't like the
Sacramento, you
bean.
can
They
move
won't
right
like
up to
the
Lake
bean.
Tahoe and fly fish pretty quick, so that's kind of appealing. Yes, another question I did.
So until they sell the current property, that benefit doesn't apply to the new one.
Correct. You have to assign both transactions in the paperwork and then submit it. Yes. Yes.
It's not necessarily they sell, because a lot of owners probably don't know that in the product. That if they have, $10,000 worth of damage, or $10,000 or more, they can actually go to the tax assessor's website.
Yes.
and apply for a reduction in their property.
That's correct.
If it's staying, they still can apply.
Yes, 10,000 or more in property damage, and because it's a disaster relief situation, they can apply to have their property taxes reduced. Thank you, Jonah, for that. We actually have a flyer that we printed, should have printed two, we printed one. So if you want to text, you have our information on the flyer you got, and we gave out cards. If you just text us and say, hey, can we have the other disaster relief flyer? It has what Joanna mentioned. It has what I mentioned about the disaster relief. So just text us and we'll shoot you that email. Maybe text us with your name and put your email in there and we'll shoot you the flyer. We just didn't include that one. So thank you for that extra. Yes.
Prop 19 only for seniors 55 and older.
55 and older, but the disaster relief is not 55 and older. That's just disaster relief. Okay.
So
Yes.
obviously somebody that doesn't have a house anymore, they will buy a new one. but
Yes.
They will not be able to sell that. So this is okay then.
Yes, they would transfer.
Because
it.
you
Yeah,
will not have. you know.
correct. Well, they might sell the land. They might have something to sell there, right?
But they have to sell the land
Not necessarily.
to get the transfer.
For the transfer on the disaster relief?
Yeah.
That I'm not sure of. I'd have to check. Prop 19, they do have to sell. It's all part of Prop 19, so I'm guessing they're gonna have to sell it to apply. Yeah. Any questions? Any other
How
questions?
long they reduce their taxes for when they're in a disaster relief?
Say that again?
How long this tax
it take?
relief will last?
Yeah,
Like,
on that property. On that property, yes. Specifically to the property that you value.
And this is a good idea that even many of you have not reached out to Matt and asked about what are the implications. We can talk about it, but it's good to reach out to him so he can get you all of the information that you need. Because exhaustively, we couldn't do it in this meeting.
Right.
And there's a lot that we need to know.
There's a lot to know,
Okay.
yes. So we've scratched the surface, but hopefully that's enough information to help you. If you have further questions, you can reach out to either one of us. We're pretty well versed in it, and we'd certainly be happy to help you in those cases, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's do some speed dating with Broker Metrics on today. Go ahead, Natalie. We're gonna date, Natalie. Okay, we're gonna see what's going on in Torrance. 59 new listings, 41 pending, 126 active listings. Average home price is $1,057,000. Median is 97. Next. Remember, these are from December. Carson, we just talked about Carson. 40 new listings, 26 pending, 88 active, 796, 9, and median is 822, 5. Next. Redondo Beach, 45 new listings, 39 pending, 43 closed, 119 active listings. Average is 1.64, median 1.613. Next. Hermosa, 9 new listings, 11 pending, 40 active, 9 closed, $3,226,000. Y'all want to buy that? Y'all want to be the agent on that one? Yes. 2.5 is the median home price. Next. Manhattan Beach, 10 new listings, 11 pending, 48 active, 21 closed, 3.292. I need to change my area. 3.350 is the median sale price. Next. El Segundo, 5 new listings, 7 pending, 17 active, 12 closed, 1.3. 1.317 is the median sale price. Next. Hawthorne, this is where I live, 9 listings, stay out of my neighborhood, no. 6 pending, 32 active, 21 closed, 930 is the average sale price, 875 is the median sale price. Next. Palos Verdes, 10 new listings, 7 pending, 27 active, 5 closed, 2.5, 2.55. Next. Yes, from December. Lomita, 6 new listings, 2 pending, 16 active, 932 is the average sale price, 866 is the median. Next. Lawndale, 2 new listings, 1 pending, 9 closed. Mimi, you better get in that area, you know that. Okay, 747, 680 is the median sale price. Next. Gardena, 35 new listings, 17 pending, 63 active. I'm sure one of those is Al's. 20 closed sales, 793 is the average. Median sale price is 831. Next. Harbor City, 5 new listings, 5 pending, 15 active, 7 closed, 839. 930 is the median sale price. Next. Rolling Hills. 2 new listings, 3 pending, 15, 7 closed sales, 1.257, 1,080,000. Next. Rancho Palos Verdes, 20 new listings, 10 pending, 91 active, 34 closed, 1.9 and 1.749. Next. San Pedro, 22. 23 active, 83 closed, 36, 832 and 825. Next. Here we go. We get to have a special treat today with Noemi. Come on, give her a hand, y'all. Go ahead and share with all of these wonderful people what you want to share. She is the newest member of our Agent Leadership Council, our ALC. And so she is putting some work in. So open up your ears to hear what she has to say.
Thank you. So this year, we want to do a little something different. With the AOC, we're gonna start a monthly meeting where we're just gonna be hanging out for 1 hour. We're gonna talk about career, since that's our committee. And we're gonna be talking about what we look forward in our career, right? What we wanna do, if we wanna brainstorm as a team, if we want ideas on how to move a listing that might not be moving. If we need ideas on how to manage our open houses, how to get more leads on our open houses, how to grow our career and take it to the next level. We still haven't decided on a date, so if there's a specific date that works for you guys, just email us if there's a specific topic you guys want to talk about. We also want to invite lenders, we want to invite title people. I know during these meetings, we do have them, but they're very short. if you guys say, you know what, we just wanna bring a lender in here to pick their brains and ask them about new programs, about grants for our buyers. If we wanna bring a title person in here, that we wanna pick their brain on how we could get phone numbers, how we could get information on cold calling, right? Or if you just wanna come in here and ask questions about, I've always dreamed on this specific niche that I wanna focus on, but I don't even know where to start or how to work about it. Then we'll bring other agents that have worked on that, so they could give you guys ideas. So my information, the front desk has it. If you guys want, just shoot us an email and say, you know what, this is what we think. We're looking for people to come and grow our group. So we could, by the end of the year, have a group of at least 50 people, that are committed and coming once a month for 1 hour and just brainstorming together and being a team.
Awesome, that's what I said. But you're gonna be brainstorming with top producers, it's not just regular folk. You're gonna be, she won't say it, she's a top producer, so you'll be brainstorming, and the one thing I enjoy about being here at KW is you get to rub elbows with top producers. And they will not snub their nose at you, they will give you the information that you need in order to be successful in this business. So, how many in here know what the ALC is?
No, I don't know.
Really? You gotta do a class on that.
Yeah.
ALC is your top 20% of the office. We come together at least once a month. We are an office that determines what goes on in the office because our company is run by the agents. So the ALC being the top 20%, we come together and we put things together. So things that go on are things that are a result of the ALC. You are welcome to join our ALC meetings, even as long as they're not a closed meeting, to see what's going on in the office, because we're an open book company. If you want to know what's going on in the company, guess what? We're open book. All you have to do is ask. So, Agent Leadership Council. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yes.
You said that you didn't have a specific date yet. Will you send out like an email or will you?
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll be putting out flyers. We're actually, we were debating on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but because of Ignite coming on, we might just have to change it for Wednesday, sorry. We're looking at a date, but we will send emails out. Thank you.
Thank you. Next slide. Next. Okay, Mr. Arbor himself, Mr. Chris Rivera, come on, give him a hand.
Thank you, Fred. Yep. Okay, it's gonna be really quick. That's a new flyer, I like that.
Yeah,
That's
see?
cool. Like, I'm in the city, I'm in the big city. All right, so I'm gonna get to good news, but first I just want to give you the overview of the market interest rates, where they're at. Still hovering at about 7%, but it's stubbornly high. We do anticipate those coming down, but we've been saying that for a while. I think the levee's about to break because we've been, or I should say the feds, have been acting on really incorrect data. Because they come out with the unemployment numbers only to change them 2-3 months later, but it has no bearing on the bond market where interest rates are driven from, right? Well, that's probably going to change because the data that's coming out is going to miss all the expectations of all the Fed governors. So in 2 weeks, I'm going to put together a presentation for you that's an economic guru here in the US. He's actually really good. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Barry Abib. But he put a market forecast for 2025, and he'll explain exactly why interest rates will come down to the tune of about 1% of where they're at now. Forecast is the high 5s, low 6s for him. Other economists are thinking we're going to see rates in the high 6s for the duration of 25. We believe that's to be false, just based on the incorrect data that's really driving rates right now. So I encourage you guys to come in 2 weeks. I'll have a presentation, should last about 20 minutes. Actually, I'm going to sponsor that lunch. That way I can have the big show for that day, and that way you guys can actually see the presentation in its entirety. So that's where rates are headed, but it's going to take some time to get there, right? But I do want to point this out. Rates were higher than this last year, and we still saw 4.5% growth in equity, which means homes are moving, right? So interest rates aren't really the driving force for people to buy because we had a lot of sales last year. They're anticipating more this year. And when you throw in the fact that homes are going to appreciate by 4.5% to 5% again in 2025, right now is the right time to buy, right? And that's something we have to convey out to our clientele. If you guys are struggling with that objection that you get of like, I want to wait for a year, I came in here about 2 weeks ago and gave you guys the cost of waiting and what that does. The power in that is huge. You can show them with numbers why waiting is bad for them. They're going to lose anywhere from 8,000 plus just by waiting 1 year. And I can show you on that slide something that you can present to your clients. So if you guys missed it, or if you want a refresh on it, hit me up. I'll send it out to you. It's pretty easy to explain. There's about 8 slides, but it takes them right from A to Z on how waiting is a bad move for them if they can afford to buy right now. All right. So I also wanted to show, I'm getting more requests, but I know it's a powerful tool for you guys. I know you guys have put together your own game plan for 25, right? Your marketing, what you guys are going to do in 25. And I'm sure on that was open houses that you're going to hit. Maybe you had a goal of 1 or 2 or 4 open houses a month, right? Well, here's a tool for you guys. I can tell you, I do a lot of pre-qualifications for clients. And the 2 most important things that they ask me all the time is what is my payment and how much do I need to close, right? Because I'm going to qualify them, but that's what's in their head. Now, I'm taking the real estate side out of it. I know that they want bedroom and bath count, square footage and all that for their family. But once they derive that, they want to know 2 important things. What's my monthly payment and how much is it going to take me to buy that property, right? Cash to close. Well, these open house flyers are really easy to do for you. I can put some property photos on it for you. It's got your information, but it's got exactly what they're looking for. I can tailor that to 5% down. I can go FHA with 3.5% down. I can do 20% down. You tell me what you want on that and I can put it there. But it gives them the 2 important things that they're looking for. And it just gives you one more piece where you can talk to them, right? Get out of that whole, I don't want to talk to you, so, right? This is kind of a lost theater where you go into and say, hey, look, this is how much your payment would be. And then you can go into your conversation from there, right? So if you guys want these, hit me up. You can email me or text me. I'll get them to you. I do ask that you kind of try and get them to me by Thursday evening so I can prepare them on Friday. I do understand that sometimes it takes a while for you to get that open house, and it might be on Friday. That's okay. But anyway, I wanted to present this again to you because this works. It gives you that opportunity just to talk to your client. So, all right, with that said, hopefully fair, I didn't give you any bad news. Right, okay, so I go ahead. All right, guys, have a good weekend.
All right, here we go to Chris. Sir. Next slide, next slide, next slide. Upcoming events. These are the things that are coming up. We have on Friday, which is tomorrow, right? No, I knew that. I was just testing. Understanding the underrepresented buyers and listing brokers position. You want to have Simon every Friday at 10:30. Next. Headshots with Side Cheyenne, which is a fellow agent here. Go ahead, click the link, get that new photo, get that headshot done, okay? Next, top producer panel is going to be at the South Bay Board of Realtors, I believe. Yes, South Bay Board of Realtors and South Bay Young Partnership Network. And our own Michelle Brown is going to be on the panel. So go and support our own. Next. AI for Realtors. How many have already registered? Register.
Yes.
Okay. How many in here have a Kodak camera? A Kodak, the kind that grandma pulled out of her pocket when she went to Vegas. It was yellow and black. Okay? Come on, y'all. AI is the thing of the future. Y'all better get on it. Get on it. Go ahead and click. No information is less information. So go ahead and register for AI for Realtors. Next. KW Cares Super Bowl lunch. How many love to eat? Okay, so come on, after the sales meeting, we're going to have a Super Bowl lunch. Now, let me tell you something. It always says KW Cares donations are welcome. We always put a KW Cares box out. KW Cares is what we utilize for those that are in need, like the fires. So if you would like to be an integral part of that, go ahead and drop $1 in, $5 in, $10 in. Your donations count. They help for those that are in need because we take care of our own. Okay? Next. Tail wagging Valentine's treat giveaway. Bring your doggy. February 7th through the 14th, take some pictures so that you can have those pictures hung up and enjoy them at home. 9 to 5 in the front, and they'll get your picture taken with your doggy. Oh, can you cat too? If you got a cat, you can do that. Okay, and then family reunion. I hope you guys get the family reunion. It is going to be awesome. If you ever wanted to ever know what KW was about, show up to family reunion. You will know exactly what it's about. The classes, the people, the relationships that you build are there. Okay, and it's just a hop, skip. Wait a minute. Just a hop, skip, and a jump away in Las Vegas. Guess what? You can find your favorite slot machine while you're there. But yes, it's in Las Vegas, February 17th through the 21st at the Mandalay Bay. Next. Listing and pitches and buyer needs. Anybody? Yes, Steve.
Can I speak a couple of minutes? I should have been a flyer on the contract Q&A class. Again, guys, I want to invite you for Thursday evenings, 6 to 7 p.m., the contract Q&A class. You know, one of the things that I really kind of almost like to relay our real estate business is kind of like a football game, okay? How many of you know football? Even a little bit. How many of you guys would say that at the beginning of the game, there's a kickoff? The kickoff is caught, the ball is caught in the end zone, and it's run, and the guy runs and gets tackled at the 1 yard line. He makes a 99-yard run. How many of you would say that is a phenomenal kickoff return? Yes. Absolutely. I said, so that 99-yard run is probably the equivalent in the real estate business of you guys following up on your lead generation, on your clients, where you have followed up weeks, months, in many cases, even years. But how many points did that football player score getting tackled on the 1 yard line? Zero. Zero. How many points how much money do you guys make if you follow up with a client for weeks, months, and years, and you can't get your contracts accepted? Zero. Okay. So understanding contracts, in my opinion, is the #1 thing that you guys all need to learn and command to be able to have a successful career. Imagine for a moment that DocuSign was no longer available. And you now have to meet with your clients in person. And I want you to imagine one step further that every client that you have is an engineer. And why do I say engineers? Because they are famous for doing what? Questioning and asking why. Why are you recommending this and why are you recommending that? How many of you guys right now confidently can answer the why questions? If you can't, you need to be on the call to be able to ask me what this means and what that means. I always view contracts as the bullseye of the target of our real estate business.
The heart of the business.
It's the heart of the business. You can have all social media, you can do all your marketing, spend a lot of money, but it's all about the contracts. So Again, I want to invite you every Thursday evening from 6 to 7 p.m. Come with your questions. I have nothing better to do for an hour, okay? You could even be munching on dinner, okay, while you're doing it. So. If there were, oh.
The barcode is up there.
Barcode's up there you go.
Barcode is up
So
there.
at that point, and if not, and if you miss the barcode and everything, you can then, log in through the link that gets emailed. Questions? Okay.
Open forum, there's no agenda.
Open forum, no, matter of fact, I am not going in with an agenda. So if I have 20 people on the call and you're all waiting to have information presented, I may just say, well, hearing no questions, have a good night. But I'm hoping that won't be. If I were to question you guys in questioning, how many of you guys know the difference between a contingency and a condition right now? And if you don't know the answer, ask me tomorrow night. What's the difference? Okay, and how do you deal with that? Our contracts are the biggest and longest and most complex they've ever been. We need to know, our clients need to know that you know it. Even very good, sir. I don't know. All right, guys, beautiful. Appreciate your time. I'm looking forward to you tomorrow night.
Thank you. And by the way, I like your haircut.
Thank you.
How's everybody?
Good.
Steve, thank you for volunteering to do what you do. Yeah, doesn't he look good? Look at that. Good. Hey, just real quick. I get to steal the floor because I want to thank Fred for taking the time. Everybody thank Fred for. Thank you, Fred. And because we have an official new family member, Michaela, just stand up real quick. So if you don't know Michaela, that's our new daughter-in-law.
Amen.
She's married from 3 months of marriage.
Amen.
And she's an agent here, and she started a new cleaning company. And sometimes it's tough to get up here and talk in front of a crowd. But I want you to know she has an amazing cleaning company that I know, Jim, you need every week. So if you need one, or you know a client needs one, just a quick shout out for Mikhail.
Hold on. We gotta do our speed dating for our listings needs and buyer needs. Make sure you make it 1 minute because we gotta get to our productivity class. So please, if you have any listing or buyer needs, say them now or forever hold your peace. Yes.
I got a buyer looking for under $1 million duplex, any reasonable area in South Bay, delivered vacant. All right.
Okay.
I've been hired by National Demolition Contractors as the liaison. We did 6,000 houses up in the Ventura fires. If you have any displaced clients at all through Malibu or Palisades, we are approved FEMA cleanup. The lot has to be cleaned after it's burned to remove all the contamination to rebuild. I will get you guys in and you'll lower your numbers because he's an independent contractor. If right now you just call in to FEMA and you get on the list, it could be a 2-year wait before you clean up your lot and rebuild again. I have flyers. I'll bring them next week. We're very experienced in doing cleanup. Like I said, we did 6,000 houses. We knocked down Hollywood Park for SoFi and helped build SoFi Stadium. So contact me if you have anybody displaced items. Want to know that Keller Williams is even here in the South Bay. We're going to go up to the west side and help out as much as we can because this is going to reflect on our company and there's going to be millions of dollars of listings available up there.
Thank you. This is a record for his shortest speech. No, I have to say that. Any other buyer needs or listings? Yes.
I have a buyer that's looking in, Garden Grove area, and she's looking for investment income, so if you have anybody that has like 3 to 4 units, actually, pretty much anywhere in the South Bay too as well, but primarily Garden Grove, 3 to 4 units.
Anything else? Yes.
Yeah, we have a buyer that just supposed to be approved for 1.2 is a vet. I want to see if I can show them those KB homes. But it's mainly in Nagadina, Hawthorne, Westchester for the city. So if you have anybody with any listing coming up, let me know. I also have still a lease in Gardena. It's a brand new unit with a solar, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. And it's 3,400 in Gardena. So,
Thank you. Any other ones? Going. Next slide. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations, y'all made it, okay?